Uh, Good afternoon, BC. This is Caleb from Virginia Beach. Just with a very small update. It's a nice sunny day here finally, but it's a little too warm for my liking, so I'm spending it inside, playing records. Played some of the new stuff I got in the mail the other day. More of a winter guy, so days like this I'll be in my lair. You can hear it in the background. We got Fiction Family's first album playing. Shown this in an update before. Really good. I love playing this one. It's such a good album. I've revisited the Fiction Family Reunion I have on CD a few times recently, and it's really grown on me. So I'd like to update to a vinyl copy sooner than later. But but this is a really good LP. I'm gonna recommend it once more. But I had a small paycheck this past paid period. It was only a few days before vacation and after vacation. So once I got my paycheck, it wasn't too big. But I was able to pick up the two things I've been looking at on Amazon. There was a seller on Amazon that was selling these two things I've wanted for a while for really cheap. So, and they were all, mint condition. It wasn't beat up or anything. So I went in and picked them up. It was about 30 bucks. Both from the same company. Got here in about a little less than a week. And both of these I've heard plenty of times, but it's just really good to own them finally. The first thing I'm going to show is the CD. I only got a CD and a record. Not a big fan of CDs, like most of you may know, but typically when I get a CD, it's when there's no other pressing of like a record or cassette. I'll take the CD. So there's only like a CD of this, so I picked it up. Before I get too much further, this is Coastal's Halfway to You. This is a really good, very chill, relaxing post-rock album. I haven't really touched bases with the other albums. I guess there's one or two more albums. I haven't really touched bases on that. I know there's a few other things too. I'd like to, but it all comes in due time, I suppose. But just a very small one-page booklet. Now, this is there's a song on this that got me into the band years ago. It was on YouTube, browsing music, and in the recommendations was a song by this band called London in February, which is on this album. It's one of the last songs, and it was really good. Not until, like, I don't know, at least a year later, I started listening to other tracks on the album, and then recently I've seen the whole album is for stream on Grooveshark. And I don't really use Grooveshark that much or anything, but it was on there, and it's free. So I went ahead and took a listen to the whole album, and I started listening to it more regularly. I really liked it. I started using it for falling asleep music, and started looking for the CD. Saw it on Amazon through the seller for I think a little less than $10 or maybe $10. So I went in and picked it up, and yeah, I played it a few times already. I got it Tuesday. It came in the mail Tuesday. This is really good to have. Fell asleep to it last night. This is such a good album. This is really relaxing, just very down tempo, very moody, like slow, just really nice, relaxing post rock, just kind of indie music. Very good album. I'd recommend it to anybody, and I really can't wait to hear the other albums or whatever they have. So that's that one, and then up next, it's kind of a long story behind how I know this band. when I was growing up as a teenager in my house, we would host foreign exchange students for a whole year, and I believe the last year I did it. We did it in my house right before I turned 18. We had a student, a female from Japan, very nice and everything. You know, in the beginning of the year when we're all trying to get familiar with each other and everything, well, she knew I was big into music, and she asked me if I ever heard this band. I guess they're a band from Japan. And she showed me a track which happened to be on this album, and I instantly loved it. I actually just kept playing that track mostly, and I did not hear any of the other songs on the album for a while until a few weeks ago when I was getting prepared to buy it. I went and saw the whole album was on YouTube, and I took a listen, and I really enjoyed it, and I picked it up because this was actually really cheap. On Discogs, they're quite a bit of money for my liking. They're going at least over $30 for the different presses, and they all came out the same year, the presses, but I guess they're on different colors, and each color is a little bit more pricier than the others. I ended up with the copy I'm about to share with you. Before I get too much further, this is Toe, For Long Tomorrow. Now, and this is on, I'll show you real quick. It's a nice gatefold, and it is on some nice translucent gold, if you can kind of see that. It's really nice. Now this album, like I said, I've already played the vinyl since I've gotten it a few times, and it plays really nice and everything. It sounds good, but it's just a monster of an album. It's really the song I was shown years ago was Two Moons, and I think that's on side A, and the rest of the album, I don't know how to describe it. I would say post-rock, but it's also very, like, I don't know, it's kind of technical. Like, the drums are sometimes all over the place. The guitars are just so very beautiful, and it's just all very well put together music. I really don't know how to describe it as far as like a genre goes, but I don't know, if you really want to take a listen to something very interesting, but very beautiful and very fun and very relaxing to listen to. It's weird to put all those adjectives together for something, but it works well with this, and I'm really glad I have this now. This is something I could see myself playing a lot now that I have it. I'm really happy for that. I'm really happy that I got it for a good price. And yeah, that is Toe, For Long Tomorrow. And I believe there's a few other albums before this. I don't think there was any vinyl presses, but I would very much like to get a copy of anything, or just at least get a little taste here of the other stuff, just like with Coastal, because this album was just a masterpiece, I believe. And yeah, like I said, I'm really happy to have this. And for those who are interested in what seller on Amazon I got it for, or from, I got it from Import CDs. I read a lot of reviews on them, very positive for the most part, only a few like very small bad reviews, but yeah, it's very nice, very fast shipping, all comes very well packaged. Yeah, I can't say more. I'm really pleased with them, and I'd like to do business with them again. I'm not someone who particularly likes to buy my records and everything online, but there is certain things that are just really hard to come across in shops in this area, and I don't get to travel as much as I'd like to. So, you know, there's just some things I have to pick up online. And yes, I've bought from Discogs before, and it's like my home base for all my internet usage. But I prefer not to if I can, just because I'm just not a big fan of, you know, waiting for the PayPal to go through and this and that. But yeah, I will if I have to. But if, you know, if I can pick it up somewhere else online, and especially for a little bit better of a price, then yeah, I'm willing to do that. But yeah, that's my small update. I should be, yeah, I get paid again next week, so there'll be a few more coming in. You know, there's always videos. So thank you for watching again, BC, and I'll talk to you guys soon.